Good morning, everybody. How's it going? It is 8:40 a.m. Mountain Time on Saturday, October 9th. Yeah, Saturday. Kind of an unusual occurrence for me on a Saturday doing a video, but with it raining outside, normally I spend my weekends on my mountain bike or in the winter skiing, and with it raining outside, I am stuck indoors. So here I am, doing what I do when I'm not working and watching crypto. So want to talk about a few things today. Want to go over altcoins. Want to talk about Bitcoin and where we're at, where we're looking to go, where the dominance is, and what that means. And I want to see where we left off on the Bitcoin futures chart. Also want to get into not just altcoins, but specifically gaming. Gaming is making another run, and we'll talk about that some more. And a few news articles. I always like to keep it just to the few most important, just to show what's happening in the world with Bitcoin and with cryptocurrency. So if you like that, hit the like button, please. Hit the subscribe button, please. Please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it greatly. Also remember that nothing in this video is considered financial advice. Everything in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a trader. But I do have my opinions and I want to share those with you. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, looking at the first piece of news, pro crypto trader Cynthia Loomis discloses up to $100,000 Bitcoin purchase. A lawmaker from Wyoming has been a vocal supporter of Bitcoin and blockchain technology in Congress. So this is important because the government's getting involved. We've seen institutions, we've seen mainstream adoption, stuff like that, and now we have government officials getting involved. I've followed her a little bit. She has been pro-crypto for quite a while, so it's surprising that she hasn't bought before, but just showing you it is working its way into the system. So like what's happening, we got institutional investors, hedge funds, things like that. We saw it was Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, still haven't heard anything about them, but Wells Fargo getting involved where they've doubled their crypto exposure. Next could be the retirement funds. And when retirement funds get in, they hit big time. And I've seen some little inklings that, that's the next thing. That's the next talk, is that retirement funds are getting involved. But we have government getting involved, maybe starting to understand it, because as we've seen recently, nobody seems to understand it at all. So that's good news. Next, amount of Ethereum held by miners reaches highest level since 2016. You can see on this chart, it is just astronomically high of what they're holding. Usually what happens is miners will mine a cryptocurrency and then they'll sell to cover their expenses and keep what's left over. They'll sell the amount needed to cover their expenses. So as you can see here, they're not selling, they're just, covering their expenses out of pocket. So big news when miners are holding, that shows confidence that the price level will rise. And that's the highest since 2016. So the start of the last bull run. Lastly, Arcane Research predicts 700 million Lightning Network users by 2030. Right now, I believe it's around 130 million. So it's almost like a 6 times from here, which means, if that amount of users by 2030, I would imagine Bitcoin would do like 8 to 10 times in price if this prophecy fulfills. So Arcane Research says that Lightning Network usage has been on a steep upward trajectory since late last year, but in September, growth went parabolic off the back of El Salvador's Bitcoin adoption. We've had the news about Brazil, probably in 2022 it's looking like. So, that could also help streamline the Lightning Network. So nothing but bullish stuff in the fundamentals for me that I see. So let's get into the charts and see what we're seeing. First of all, Bitcoin dominance. This is important if you're trading altcoins. We have some resistance here on the 45 level, which is around where we were looking. And if we sit here for a little bit on the Bitcoin price, around this 55.5 area, it's not looking like we're going to stay here, to be honest. We're going to see some altcoins continue to run. And right now, as you've seen, it's like Bitcoin goes, altcoins go. Bitcoin goes, altcoins go. So we're seeing kind of like a back and forth, rise. It's not just one or the other. So Bitcoin goes up, altcoin stays still. This is going to rise, but we are getting, you can see all the price action here around the 44, 45 level. That's what we're running into now on the dominance. Looking at Bitcoin, I mean, this looks really strong. Trading above support right here at the high of 52,802, and you can see that we're in a nice flag here. So I expect that to fully go up to this 56.5 level. I don't know when. It could be the weekend. The one thing to watch out for is if we do go over the weekend, we have the Bitcoin futures chart, which closed at 55,180. So you're going to watch for that gap to fill if we should go up from here. Now, looking at Ethereum has broken out and it's on those levels, running into resistance at this pivot point of 3675.92. That's what you're going to want to watch. That's where you really get on the gas, really get aggressive. And then getting into altcoins. So just wanted to do a brief rundown just because everybody always says like, oh, just get into the altcoins, skip the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it just, you can't. It's just not something you can do. If you're not paying, if you're in altcoins and you're not paying attention to Bitcoin, you're going to be missing out on a lot. So getting into altcoins, I want to get into the altcoins, some altcoins to really watch. I want to get into some gaming ones because gaming, I think, is continuing to be really big. You saw with Axie Infinity go from a low of 10 cents on November 3rd of 2020 to hit over $150. So $1,000 became $1.5 million if you were in that. Obviously, it's near impossible to hit that low. You'd have to get your bid filled, and it seemed like it was just buying as soon as it launched. So I also want to get into some microcaps. I've been doing a lot of research on some microcaps, and I've been placing a little more money in them with my account rising. My percentage of microcaps has dropped of my overall portfolio. So again, those are things like 5%, maybe 10% of your entire portfolio. But let's get into some altcoins. One to watch is Mirror Protocol. On the Luna ecosystem, Luna has taken a huge rise. I like the chart here. Once it breaks out and holds, you can see we've had a couple breakout attempts that have failed, but we're right on the verge of a breakout. You can see this really, really going big. Previous high up around $14, currently at $327. So that's what we're watching for, is that breakout. I don't know why my charts are working goofy on TradingView, but yeah, we're gonna have to break through this and break through the 50-day moving average, and then we'll see from there. Good volume right now. You could see big buy, looking like it wants to break out. Next, we have Doge. Why Doge? Because Elon Musk. And yeah, it was created as a joke. It was created as, just a straight up meme joke. It's basically a virtual copy of Litecoin. And Litecoin is basically a copy of Bitcoin, except for that it has a higher supply and a different mining rate. So my kind of theory on this is that once Shiba Inu sells off, which it has been a little bit, it's been kind of holding actually, just because of their game with NFTs that you have to buy with one of their coins. So good strategy. Is it going to crash? Not necessarily, but at number 11 or 12 in total market cap, just shows you how much people like these NFTs and games and these memes. So on the verge of a breakout of this trend line right now. Let me see if I can load that back up. There we go. So that's what we're watching for. Another potential breakout, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. Break all three of those. That's a shows strength. So I'm just kind of expecting to maybe see something if people start to move from Shiba Inu and it's like, oh, on to the next meme. What's the most popular meme coin? Dogecoin. So anyways, moving on to EGLD, Elron. So Elron Gold definitely looking really nice right here. Break out a downtrend and consolidation, and then we break the pivot point and hopefully get some nice volume today. So why Elrond Gold looking nice. Well, saw back a few months ago, big concert in Europe, accepting Elrond Gold as payment for tickets. Auto World becomes the first European car dealer to accept Elrond Gold and sell a car for Elrond Gold, marking another important milestone for the integration of the internet scale economy into the automotive sector. So really nice to see more adoption for altcoins. It's not Bitcoin that they're accepting, it's Elrond Gold. So that's pretty significant, because everybody's looking to accept Bitcoin, and now we got Elrond Gold being used in multiple areas. So good for them. Polkadot, just watching this chart, waiting for the release of the parachains, launch of parachains, and once that crowdfunding starts, then more and more of the supply just gets locked up. So big expectations for Polkadot and Kusama for that matter. I just think there'll be bigger projects on Polkadot. So something to watch. We've been just grinding up to the upside, and it's looking really nice. And then, looking into the Polkadot ecosystem, those should, if Polkadot grows, those should show significantly higher percentage gains. Next, moving on to Phantom. Phantom, we have the developer conference on the 25th of the month, and this just shot up way early in anticipation of that. I could see it hanging out a little bit for here. It's still looking really strong, though. You can see the stochastic RSI on the 4 hours low, and then on the daily, it's really high. So very, very big move. You can see we're very separated from the 50 and 200-day moving average. So I can see it hanging out here for a little while, even though, look at that drop. We'll see how the daily candle finishes. Drop getting bought up. You've seen these just go absolutely nuts, these cryptocurrencies that have caught some steam. So I just plan on holding it on or about till on or about the 25th before I start to do any selling, if I do at all. Usually selling news happens. So we saw with the anticipation of like the Cardano smart contracts went over $3. Once it hit, started selling off, came all the way back down to 2. So always smart to take profits. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. So really like Phantom, we broke out to new all-time highs, and we're not even, 2 weeks away from the conference. We're like 16 days now, or something like 25th. Yeah, 16 days. So now getting into the gaming coins, right? Axie Infinity has been the hot one. I know people that have played it and they said it's not that fun. I think it's more of the novelty of the NFTs and the breeding of the Axies. And so you got that. You also have Smooth Love Potion. That's what you have to use. You have to sprinkle them on the Axies to breed them. I think it's pretty valued here. I mean, $127 from 10 cents. It's like top 20 coin now, and it's just kind of like the first to evolve in the world of NFTs used in games. So you buy the NFT as a character. I think the floor is like $200 or $300 for a character, and then you battle other players and you win Ethereum. So pretty cool concept. I just heard it kind of wasn't that fun. But Smooth Love Potion, probably another one you could probably look into because it's been trailing. It's been trailing Axie Infinity a little bit, and you have to use it in game to do some of the things in game. So you could see right here, it's kind of bottoming. You got a big volume bar right here. So hey, one to watch that I didn't expect to talk about today, but Smooth SLP is the ticker symbol for that. Anyways, moving on. Shiba Inu. This is one I just wanted to talk about because, had a amazing rise. Went up like 400%. Why? Because their game is coming. So Shiboshis are coming. 10,000 lovable creatures are on their way to you. Use this in the upcoming game. The upcoming Shiboshi game. During the first 24 hours, you can only purchase Shiboshis with Leash. Leash is their other coin, so that forces you to have to buy Leash in order to buy these. Obviously, people are into meme coins, so they like that Shiba Inu's coming out with a game because people love meme coins. Why not? Next, Illuvium. Just moving into all-time highs. Don't hold Any Illuvium right now, I held it into the 600s. It's going to be an awesome game. I plan on playing it actually, and it's supposed to be like the first AAA game in the crypto world. So the only problem is it doesn't come out until the first quarter of 2022. But you can see interest is there. Interest is definitely there. Don't know what happened here. Maybe that was when it launched on KuCoin. This is when it launched on Binance. So definitely making headway in the terms of price appreciation. There's staking. Staking is really nice rewards for it. The only issue I don't like with the staking is that you can't claim it. So you have your staking period, say it's like 30 days, you get to pick, and once it finishes that staking period, you claim either ILV or SILV, which SILV you could use in game. I have actually staked it, and I plan on playing it, so I have my SILV that is appreciated in price really nice. You'll be able to buy land. There's travel fees, and there's like shards, almost like Pokemon catching your NFTs. We'll see how fun it is. I don't know. I'm a grown man, so I won't be too into it, but I'll play it a little bit just to contribute. And I think this is kind of a cool world. Anyways, so you can't claim it. You can't claim it for 12 months after the staking period is over. It automatically restakes and compounds for you, though. But I mean, in the crypto world, who knows what could happen in 12 months. This also is a little bit higher market cap already, not super high, 427 million, where Axie is super duper high, 7.7 billion, and it was higher than that when it reached its all-time high of $155. So 103,000%. So crazy run. See what could happen. Moving on, we have Chain Guardians. Chain Guardians is a lower market cap one if you're looking to get in on something that could potentially produce significant percentage gains. Chain Guardians, you can see, does trade on KuCoin. It is really low market cap. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 downtrends, all producing less of a slope down, so less selling pressure. So once we break out from this around 99 cents, I expect us to take a pretty significant rise here. Chain Guardians, you don't have to pay to play, but you can earn. So that's kind of nice. A dog moving away from me here. He's scared of the rain. Anyways, next is Splinterlands. Splinterlands I traded once when it first came out, and it went all the way up to $1, what was that, 27, and then it came all the way back down to around in the 20-cent area. Splinterlands, they're going nuts for the land, buying the land. That's where the investment is. And so we are breaking out on the chart. You can see that we saw some resistance right from the first day of trading on gate.io right here. And then that is where people kind of saw resistance, and we're breaking out from that. So I fully expect this to go to 80, what is that, 88, what's the open there? 88, just over 88 cents right here. I fully expect a test of that shortly. I don't know how shortly or how soon. Next, moving on a little bit higher market cap as well. Not super high. Oh, there's a pun. Not super high for super, but high enough to be considered like a microcap, just out of the microcap area. 193 million, has been up over $1 in the recent past, but they will be coming out with a game. No news on that. Again, it's supposed to be pretty quality. So Super Farm, looking at the chart here, just waiting on this breakout and to break the 200-day moving average. And I'm sorry, that's on the 4-hour. But here we go. I don't know why my charts do that. Looking for the breakout here and the break of the 50-day moving average. You can see that we've broken some downtrends here, and now we're penanting out, and we're just looking to keep grinding and breaking to the upside. So super, I just sells NFTs and partnering with other NFT projects, and they are coming out with games and the Superverse. So, just hopefully they fulfill on that. I do expect them to. So that's with the gaming. I think like when I look at it, I'm looking at what is potential to be the next Axie Infinity. Looking to buy maybe quality projects. I mean, in the NFT world, this is something that can make sense to me. Whereas like the Bored Apes, they don't make sense to me. I don't know how to value them. It just seems like a popularity contest that a bunch of rich, as they call them, degens, get involved with, and then they go up in price and they just hold them. And so I like those ones. I like Illuvium, Chain Guardians. I like Splinterlands, and I like Super Farm. Good mix to the portfolio, I think, within the gaming sector if you choose to go into that. Next into some microcaps. I really like Umbrella. Was buying it in the 20 to 25 cent area, and it's at 53 cents now. Just because I know they have the plans to compete with big chains like Solana and Chainlink. That's essentially the same type of cryptocurrency that they are. They're an oracle, so they're similar to Chainlink in that. And Chainlink we saw go from like 30 cents to almost $50. So it's just being patient for me. There's also staking at like 0.22% per day. However, you can't sell for the full amount until February 15th or until the mainnet launch, I believe. I think it's the mainnet launch. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. Whichever comes first. So right now you can only sell for half value. But it's still 0.11% a day, which comes out to like 40% a year, something like that. 50% a year, 55% a year. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so pretty good staking rewards. I do that, and I think like looking at the chart, we're looking at how far this will go out, and then if it'll break down. I could see it kind of basing here, coming down to a point until we meet the 50-day moving average. Maybe doing like a little fake out and hammer candle. I mean, everything's bullish right now, how I see it. So I expect up, as long as it's not a scam, which I don't feel that this is a scam. Moving on to another microcap, Step Finance. Haven't been able to get into this yet. I'm pretty disappointed because I was watching it in the 70-cent range, and it's $1.15 now. We are breaking out, so we'll see. Hopefully we get like a move down in this area to where I get into another buy zone around 95, 90 cents, something like that. I don't really expect that to happen, but if that does happen, that's where I'll be buying Step Finance. It is on the Solana ecosystem, so as you know, Solana is kind of a big deal right now. Lastly, one to look out for is SoulRaiser. So SoulRaiser is on the Solana ecosystem. It's kind of the equivalent of PokeStarter. So if you want to get into launches that are launched on Solana, you want to own SoulRaiser so you can potentially get into pre-sales. If you look through my previous videos, I do have how to get into pre-sales. This is going to work kind of the same way. You're going to have to get a Solana wallet. But this, down from what? $11.66, but essentially at $6.15. This is like a 5,000% gain from the pre-sale. So it is definitely something that, is peak interest, even though it was down like 50% from the start, because it is like 5,000% up. So SoulRaiser, one that I'll be watching. I don't know when or if I'll buy into it, but just one to pay attention to. It, like I said, it's the equivalent of PokeStarter, so you'll have to own it to get into pre-sales that are launched, and it'll be like a lottery unless you hold a significant amount, and then usually there's like an auto, like a guaranteed allocation. So lastly, DeFi Click, very, very low market cap, so could be pretty risky. So not to put a whole lot into it, only a $2.2 million market cap. Reason I like it is their total value locked is rising. They were at like 4 million total value locked, which isn't a whole lot, and they're at now over 5 million total value locked. And then the third week of every month for 4 months, I believe, they do a token burn, and it's a significant token burn. So the supply drops, the price should go up 10%. We're going into the second phase, which should happen on next Friday, I believe, if that is. Next Friday is the 15th. So the start of the third week of the month, right? start of the third week, and that's when they did it last time, the first day of the third week of the month. So they're burning 44.6% of their total supply overall. People will probably take that as a selling opportunity. If it gets a nice price rise, you can see this was the last token burn on, doesn't make sense, Friday, September 3rd. No, it was, where was it? It was on the third week, start of the third week. Anyways, I do know that it went up to like almost 10 cents, or maybe it hit 10 cents and then it sold off last token burn. So, and I do know on their Twitter, they said next week, and this was on the 8th, so probably the 15th, right? So, or maybe sooner, I don't know. You just don't know. It's hard to guess and play that. Regardless, token burn coming up shortly, probably within a week from now. So they're burning more than 34.6% of total supply, which is 342,540,000. And right now, their supply is 900. I'm sorry, that's Soul Razor. Right now, their maximum supply is 990 million, which I think went down after the last burn to the 891 million. So that'll drop by another, 990 or something like that. Anyways, okay, enough rambling with that for me. That is it for today. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Just wanted to, this is the stuff that I'm paying attention to. If there is something that you feel that I should be paying attention to more, feel free to drop it in the comments. But I have my Bitcoin, I have my Ethereum, I have my high market cap altcoins, I have my mid market cap altcoins, I have my DeFi coins, I have my gaming coins, and Splinterlands is up, to 70 cents now. Hopefully this video comes out and it's not, I don't know. These things run and sell off in huge amounts, and you can get in when you can get in, and it's not always the best buy area. Sometimes it is a great buy area. So, just trying to bring these to everyone's attention, because I think this is where, the money will be made, and that's what everybody's in this for, is to make money. We have the major altcoins and Bitcoin, which look really bullish. DeFi I'm really big on, Polkadot I'm really big on, Solana, Avalanche, Phantom ecosystems I'm really big on, and Phantom leading into the 25th of the month, which will probably see some selling at when the event starts, or sometime during the event, or sometime shortly before, so be aware of that. And then gaming. I think gaming it makes sense for crypto. So I think a lot of people are moving to there, and it's people like this younger millennial generation and meme coins are getting really excited about gaming. It's a gaming generation. So anyways, again, I like to ramble, so I'm going to stop right here. So if you did like this video, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please, please, please. I'm like 5 or 6 away from 300 total subscribers. Would really, really, really appreciate it. Stop for a second, let you do that. Okay, good. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button. If not, no big deal. I still like you, but I'll still keep doing these videos. But other than that, have a great weekend. Watch out for the CME futures gap on Bitcoin. Should we rise over the weekend, which it's looking like we might, or probably will. We're looking really 55,000. Hopefully we just hang out here and there is no gap, so we don't got to worry or stress out, or whatever, your coping mechanisms are with huge price fluctuations and drops. So anyways, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.